Hello, friends, and welcome to another edition of the Artist Spotlight Show, coming to you from my car. We are on the road getting ready to go to another event. So, one thing about Restream, if you got Restream, if you got internet, you can take the show on the road. Just call me Willie Nelson. We're on the road again. And again, welcome to our show this evening. And we got Ron Callaghan with us on the show this evening. Very, very talented artist. And he's been in the music industry for a long time. We're going to find out about his musical journey. What's he up to nowadays? And is he working on any new projects? We're going to find out all this and much more. Special thank you to Stephen Brady and the Blue Shamrock record label for supplying our artists each and every Wednesday. If you're an upcoming aspiring artist looking to get your name out there, please send your request to info.musicdreamsusa@gmail.com. Also, our show is being brought to you by Biker Babe Barber and Company. Also, Table and Mike Productions and Eagle Street Corporation up in beautiful Asheville, North Carolina. And so, without any further ado delay, let's welcome our special guest, Mr. Ron Callaghan. How are you, my friend? How are you doing today?
Good, Mike. Yourself, mate?
Well, I'm just like living a dream. What about you?
Pretty well doing the same at the moment, mate. Yeah, it's been a good,
So,
been a good year.
well, awesome. Well, so nice to meet you, and thank you for being a part of the show. And what part of town are you in right now?
I'm in Maruya on the south coast of New South Wales.
Wow, that must be a beautiful area, I bet, huh?
Yeah, it's beautiful, right near the water, and we've got the ocean and rivers and mountains all just an arm throw away.
How's the weather up there right now?
It's just just coming into spring at the moment. It's a little bit cool this morning, but the days are really warm. Yeah, the night's
Oh,
not
that's
too good.
awesome. Well, let's kick off our show this evening, and maybe if you can share with us, how did your musical journey begin? And at what point in your life did you realize that, you know what, I'm pretty good at this. I can actually maybe make a living out of being in music and everything. So, what does that look like for you?
I grew up listening to music. My mum and dad played a lot of music, and yeah, they was always singing around the house, and took up guitar lessons when I was about 20, and ended up running into a special guy named Junior Brennan who seen that I could sing a bit, and yeah, put a bit of effort in. Before we knew it, we had a band going called Mixed Relations back in the day, and that was back in the early '80s. Yeah, so I've been doing it for 43 years now, I think. Yeah. But
Wow,
yeah, I always wrote a lot of original songs and just yeah, and yeah, and just kept going, and here we are today. So
that's amazing that you've been in the business for 43 years for the same band. And now I also understand that you belong to a pretty cool tribe. Tell me a little bit more about that.
yeah, I'm from the Ewan and Dungutty mob. Down here, and I'm living on my mum's country in Ewan land, and my dad's a Walbunja man. My dad's a Dungutty man from Kempsey up the north coast. So yeah, I'm living the dream on the land. Yeah, at the moment, good to be
Wow,
on
that's
country.
awesome. Are there any
Yeah.
artists that you look up to? Look, I mean, obviously you've been in the business for a long time. Are there any artists that that really inspire you? If so, what artists or artists are they, and why are they such an inspiration to your amazing career?
Yeah, John Fogerty comes straight to mind. I've always been a really big John Fogerty fan, and Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke had just beautiful voice, and yeah, Archie Roach is um, definitely an inspiration of mine. He was an Aboriginal man from Australia. Played a lot of songs about culture and life in general instead of love songs. Yeah, and he's such a good songwriter. Yeah, but yeah, I think it was growing up listening to a lot of country. We had a lot of Willie Nelson and George Jones and all that sort of stuff going through our house when as we was kids. And then I had older brothers who was playing Eric Clapton and um, all the old rock and roll stuff. So I was listening to them, both of them, as I was growing up, rock and roll and country. And then learned how to play guitar and just fell in love with it. And still doing it today, 40-something years later, and just still enjoying the ride, actually, yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, that you've been in the it's amazing that you've been in the music industry for so long. And what's the best advice you've ever gotten?
Stay real. Don't let it get to you, and stay within your limits. Don't try not to expect too much, sort of, and just enjoy it. Keep enjoying the music. Don't go to that don't take it too serious, or you keep playing music because you love it, not because you want to be a star, and not because you um, want to be a millionaire, because not many people do that. It's just it's you got to keep. I'll just keep telling people to love it, keep loving it, and it'll keep giving you what you want in life.
What are some of the roadblocks that you're encountering right now in your musical journey, and how are you overcoming them?
Um, age is catching up a little bit, and I'm just slowing down a little bit. So I've taken 6 months off this year, and just to do some stuff with my grandkids, and for a change on a weekend instead of playing every weekend all over the place. And some of the challenges is just uh, I don't know. I'm slowing down, so I haven't got really many challenges left. I've a lot of the challenges what I did have was breaking into some of the venues. Even though I've been here for a long time and everything, some of the venues it's really hard to get into some venues. Some people, yeah, it's a culture war sometimes, yeah, and it's just not really worthwhile getting into. You just got to leave that stuff behind and just carry on where you are wanted and don't play where you're not wanted. That's that's what I like to do.
Are you working on any new projects right now?
Yeah, I've got 3 or 4 songs that I'm just about to finish, and just putting a new keyboard player in to try and lift the sound a little bit. He's a 19-year-old young guy. He's been playing since he was 6, and man, he's just such an awesome young musician that I've asked him to come and play a little bit of keyboard and that for me and on my songs, and so I'm looking forward to going back in the studio going in about 6 weeks. I'm thinking,
Wow,
see how
that's
it
pretty
turns out.
awesome.
Yeah, I always try and I've got an 80-year-old bass player and a 18-year-old, just turning 19-year-old keyboard player.
Wow, so
Not,
you got a good mix there, huh?
yeah, got a lot of youth in the age experience, I call it.
What makes your music stand out from the other bands?
Um, I sing about what's really happened to me in my life. Um, I don't sing about stuff that hasn't happened or that's got no relevance to me or doesn't really mean anything to me. Um, so I think some people just like to put a lot of words together and that sound good, and off they are. They're off and running with their songs, and but yeah, I don't know if it makes me any difference because there's a lot of people that are doing the same thing. They're all playing music the way they want it. I'm just playing it, expressing myself through my songs the way I do it, and I suppose each to their own. But yeah, I think just keeping it real. And I do a lot of stories about all sorts of things that's happened in life. So mine's about
That
the journey.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. What does your songwriting look like? Is it from personal experiences, or maybe you just whatever situation comes about?
Yeah, when something im gives you that influence to write again, be inspired by events that are happening around you at the time. So yeah, like having a baby, or I missed my girls for I had to go away and do some stuff, and I was missing my kids. I was missing my daughters and granddaughters. So I wrote a song called "Hold On to Me." So and it's about them. So yeah, just whatever's happening in your life. We had fires, and I was with one of my nephews when he was told that his house burnt down in the 2020 fires we had. It was such a tragic thing. Yeah, I was with him when he found out, and just wrote a song about it, sort of pretty well on the spot. Sort of was just, yeah, I've got to be inspired to write. I can't just write about anything. Doesn't feel right. So sometimes you can go a long time without writing a song because you need to be inspired either in a good way or a bad way for things to happen. Got to feel that
Speaking
there's.
of Yeah, speaking of that, um, what do you think about the music industry as of today?
Yeah, I think the music industry is getting ready for a big change myself. I think country music is on its way. It's in Australia here. I was reading a thing, an article. Country music has popularity has doubled by 200% in the last 2 years, and
Wow.
you got that young Ella Langley, I think it is in America at the moment, on top of the charts. First country artist to be there for so long. I think she's breaking all sorts of records. So I think they're getting ready for a change of genres. Music country has changed that much that it's more like a country pop. Yeah, it's more like pop. It's not like the country that we grew up with Charlie Pride and Freddie Fender and them guys. And Dolly, it was sad to see a year ago and listen to her all our lives too. But I think
Yeah,
country music seems to be getting really popular. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, what a shock, to lose Dolly Parton.
yeah.
She passed away at the age of 80 yesterday, and blessings to her and her family. And yeah, what a shock that was. So when you first heard about Dolly Parton passing away, what was your reaction to that?
I nearly cried, mate. I was just such a big fan. Grew up listening to her all our lives, sort of, and she becomes part of your family, like Charlie Pride and them guys. Um, she becomes, yeah, she becomes part of your life because you listen to them all your lives. It was such a big shock to hear that she passed, but yeah, rest in peace, Dolly. He was just such a beautiful person out of the side of the music industry as well. So yeah, the world is a big loss for the world with Dolly.
Yeah, I can agree with you more. I mean, just like you said, her music touched so many people in so many ways in so many homes, and she was the light. No matter what you were going through, you can always depend on a Dolly Parton song, to help you get through that day or that situation that you might be going through. So I can agree
Yeah,
with you more on that.
yeah. A lot of
So
people
I know,
cried.
yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
A lot of people cried. That's for sure. Yeah, a lot of people shed tears, and people that never ever met her just uh, crying everywhere, just because she just meant so much to everyone. Yeah, she was just a family name all around the world.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And
Yeah,
yeah, it's sad, but when it's your time, it's your time, whether you're ready or not. And
yeah,
while you're down here, give it all you got because you're not promised tomorrow. And
that's
so, mhm. I know that we talked about a lot of different things here this evening. Let's give you the floor now. Is there anything that you would like to share with our audience who are watching now that we'll be watching later?
Um, just keep an eye out for for my new song coming through New Moon, and hopefully I'd love to get across that way sometime and do a bit of a trip and have a check America out. Maybe when things settle down over there a little bit. But yeah, that'd be the dream to go across there and play eventually. But um, no, I haven't got a real lot coming, but just really proud, really happy to be still doing it at my age and still enjoying it. Um, yeah, I won best vocalist at Tamworth last year, and I was really surprised with it because I think there's so many young people out there today that got beautiful voices and write beautiful songs, and snuck up from out of the bush. Here we live in the bush down here, and won that, and it's created a yeah, it's been a real honour to win that there and come back home and feel like you when I come back home, I felt like they made me feel like I won it for the whole community. So yeah, I was really happy with that. Just I took 6 months off straight after it, but yeah, that was a really good trip.
Wow, I mean, 6 months away from doing something you love to do. I mean, when you
Yeah.
finally get back, I mean, how long does it take you to get back into the groove? If you're away like for 6 months, how much time are you looking at before you get back into the groove and be that amazing artist that you are?
I played a gig on the weekend with a full band, and that went really well. Yeah, but we didn't even jam. I got a band that know my songs really well. Sort of, they just practice them up. They've all got them in. They've all recorded the songs with me, so they just. uh, But we had 6 months off and never jammed. We just met up at the thing and done it, and it went really well. I was a bit surprised actually how good it did go with that much
Wow.
time off, but it was really good fun.
Are there any special memories? I mean, as we open up the show, I mean, you've been in the music business for a really long time. Let's take a step down memory lane. Are there any special memories that mean a lot to you that you'd like to share with us here today?
Yeah, I I played a lot of festivals all my life, um, all around the country. But there's one that happens down the road here, just down the road from about an hour or two down the road, called the Guyong Festival. And one year, my granddaughters and grandsons are all dancers too. They do Welcome to Country and all the cultural dance, and so they opened the show, and I got to they opened the festival with the dancing, and I got to be first up straight after. It was like the best thing that's ever happened in my world ever is to jump on stage after me grandkids had opened the show. It was just magic. If I could ever have something like that again, it'd be just, yeah. Couldn't ask for anything better. I couldn't anyway. That was just special.
That's awesome. How can our listeners get in contact with you and download your amazing music?
Just look up Ron Callaghan. It's on. I got it on Spotify. And I've got Facebook, um, YouTube accounts. All the major streaming platforms. You can find my music on all of them. And yeah, like, send us a message if they want, and I'll be good to have a yarn with some people.
Awesome. And we have a lot of upcoming aspiring artists that actually watch our show. Whether they're watching right now or in the future, they will be. What is your advice to an upcoming aspiring artist that would love to have that 45-year career in the music industry? And that alone is a masterpiece. I mean, not a lot of people can say they've been in the business for 45 years, especially today. There's a lot of turnover, a lot of people jumping to different genres and all that. So, I mean, the music industry has really changed a lot. and obviously
Yeah.
you're still going strong. So you're speaking to artists right now that wants to be in your shoes. What are you telling them?
Just don't take it too serious and just keep loving it, loving what you're doing. Yeah, don't it'll burn you out if you take this E place too serious and try to look at it as a competition. It'll burn you out real quick. I learnt that as a young guy. Sort of try to be instead of trying to be a star, just try and enjoy yourself. And you never know where it's going to get you. Some people you could have the best guitarists or best singers in the world sitting playing, and if they're not discovered, they're uh, they're left in the willow. Just got to keep at it and just keep enjoying the music, and whatever comes. Don't chase chase too high because the fall is a big fall. That's a really big fall when you set the bar really high for yourself and that. I'm grateful for every move that I get these days. Yeah, anything that comes my way, I'm really grateful for it because there's so much competition out there today. Everyone thinks that when you first start and you get a little bit of recognition and people saying how good you are, it can be it can take you in the wrong direction to where you need to go. You need to stay grounded with it and make sure you have the right people around you. Yeah, that's um, when you start being successful, people naturally want to be a part of you. Now, some of them are there to help you because that's what they want to do. Some are there just for themselves and it's to make them look good. And but, so you just got to be careful with who you do pull on board and have around you when you're doing this here as well. So I trust these blokes that I've got with me around me musically with my life. So they one of them's my brother-in-law, so he plays drums for me at the moment, and got a really close relationship with the rest of the guys and manager and stuff. So just have good people around you. Don't have people around you that are there for the wrong reasons, because
Right.
you're the one. Yeah, you're the one that misses out.
Yeah, that's some good advice, and I could agree with you more. As we wind down our interview this evening, are there any final thoughts you'd like to share with us?
Um, no, I'm really happy with the way life's going. It's been awesome to sit and have a yarn with you this morning, Mike. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this here for a while. So it's good to finally get this here one done. I was looking forward to it, and
Yes. Yes,
hopefully we
I
get to
know
do it
that
again.
we had some challenges, didn't we? We had some challenges in the beginning, but man, we made it work. And
Yeah, well,
I'm so glad that you're on this show, and we're gonna bring you back for sure. But thank you for being such a sport about it, and thank you for working with us, to get you on the air, and it's been a pleasure having you. And
I,
Stephen Brady, let's talk about Stephen Brady before we go. How did you and Stephen Brady get together?
I, I found him on the internet, and I give him a call, and mate, he's just one of the best people. I'm so lucky that I've met Stephen. Stephen has been, and I think all these people that he's got under his blue shamrock are all lucky because Stephen's he's a nice person. And he goes out of his way to help you. He's yeah, he just it, it's really easy to work with nice people, and it makes it easy for us guys. And Stephen puts a lot into his job, and all of this he's setting up, putting it all over the radio stations. And I don't know how he does it on his own. It's a big job, but he does really well. I'm really stoked that I've met Stephen. Yeah, I haven't met him in face to face yet, but I'm planning to do that.
That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy. He's been a part
Yeah,
of the Art Spotlight show for years, and he and I go back a long, long time, and we've had such great times with Blue Shamrock record label, and just
yeah,
interviewing the artists and all that. And we've we've had some memorable experiences. I mean, you name it, we've had it. And it's been a fun ride, and we're still the good thing about us, we're still going strong. So with amazing artists just like yourself. So thank you so much for being on the show this evening, and definitely wish you all the best. And now that we found a good internet spot for you, we're gonna bring you back for part two.
That would be awesome. That would be absolutely awesome. Yeah, really enjoyed the interview this morning. It's been good to have a yarn with you.
Yes, yes, sir. It certainly has. Now, before we go, what is the funniest thing that's ever happened to you in the music industry?
Uh, There's been a couple of things happening in the studio, like going blokes falling over in the studio. Yeah. I had a. I was playing. I used to play drums when I was younger, and someone, the guitarist we had back then, someone threw an ashtray at him, and they got him, and it collected him, and he fell all over me drum kit, and everything went everywhere. We ended up getting up and patching him up, and put a band-aid on him, and we got back into it. But it was kind of funny at the time, but it wasn't. He ended up in hospital later on that night with all the stitches. But yeah, he fell all over me drum kit, and he was laughing at the same time, and it nearly knocked me off the chair at the same time. There was a massive crowd there too.
Wow, that's pretty wild. That
Yeah, that was in the
is
early
pretty
80s.
wild. I can only
Yeah.
imagine. Yeah, I can only imagine something like that. You're on stage performing, you get some idiot throwing something on the stage, and it injures you and everything. So, wow,
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's pretty wild.
yeah. Well, we ended up having to patch him up later on, but we found it funny later on, but it wasn't too funny at the time. But when I think
I
about it
wouldn't
now,
think
man.
so. I would not think so. All right, my friend. Well, you take care of yourself, and thank you so much for being on the Hour Spotlight show this evening. And well, morning where you are, but evening where I'm at. And it's been a pleasure having you. You take care of yourself. Thank you for the amazing music that you put out there, and can't wait to see you again, my friend.
That'd be awesome. I can't wait neither, Mike. Um,
Uh,
Hopefully we'll speak soon, mate.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll definitely catch up with you again. And until that next time, you take care of yourself and stay safe. All right.
You too, Mike. Catch you,
Yeah.
brother.
All right. Take care, my brother. Take care of yourself, and it's so nice to meet you.
You too, man. Been awesome.
All right, Ron Callaghan on the show. What a great interview that was. We found a lot about him. What a very talented artist in the music industry for over 45 years. And it's the first time he's been on the show here. And we had some internet connections with them previously, but we were able to get past that. And we were able to make his dream come true. He always wanted to be a part of the Outer Spotlight show. And we found a way to get him on here. And so we're so excited to have him on the show. And we definitely wish him all the best in his musical journey. And again, as we mentioned, if you're an upcoming aspiring artist looking to get your name out there, please send your request to info.musicdreamsusa at gmail.com. Until the next time, it is your friend Russ K wishing you and yours a very pleasant good evening. And thank you so much for watching the Artist Spotlight Show.